baby screaming or hollering, you got a choice to make. If you don't have a bottle, then bosom it is. I would try to cover her up. They do have really fancy stretchy type things that look like a big infinity scarf, but it's big enough to cover the baby, be comfortable. You can look at the baby, you can put it over the, but I'm cheap, I ain't do all that. If you drink and breastfeed, so what you do if you want to have a drink, you drink, you know, away from the baby, you know, give the baby another type of, you know, milk that's maybe been stored already, or formula that you already know that works, and you wait until you don't feel the effects of the alcohol anymore, and then it's safe to breastfeed. They also have strips if you want to use those. Again, I'm cheap, I ain't buy those. So what I would do is I would just, you know, just wait maybe till the next morning and see how I felt. I don't drink anymore, so it was easier with, maybe, should I even say my last two? Because I always knew, but that's what you do. Please don't pump and dump. Oh, don't do it. Just making sure I mention everything. With painful, cracked nipples or bleeding, breast milk works just fine. Breast milk will heal anything. If you got a scratch the baby gave you, breast milk. If you got, what else? If you had pink eye, what did I, oh yeah, one of my middle son was having pink eye. Psst, put it right on his eye. My husband was like, where's that, where them drops? Right here. I put in a little syringe because, you know, I knew my 2-year-old wasn't going to sit there while I sprayed his eye. So I put them in the, sprayed them, and it cleared up in like 2 days. Breast milk heals everything. Okay. I'm just saying. There's research on it. You go look it up. I'm just telling you what I know. If your nipple is burning, and the baby has a white tongue, like white on their tongue, or even if it looks like a little, you see like a little black or something, that could be thrush, and that's like too much yeast. So what you can do for that, what I did for that was use the probiotic. If you're not into probiotics, and the probiotics I get are from the health food store, and I get them out the refrigerator because they're like live. And so mine are in the refrigerator right now. I give them to my toddlers too. And if you don't want that, the doctor will can give you a prescription for diflucan, which also helps with that. Okay, so some other little pointers. Remember when you're breastfeeding that it's new for both parties. So the baby doesn't know how to eat yet, and you don't know how to breastfeed, or even if it is your second baby. That's what I had an issue with my second one. I'm thinking, oh, I breastfed for over a year. I know what I'm doing. You got to relearn it with the baby. It can be difficult. It might not be. 2 out of 3 of mine were difficult. Crying, feeling cheap. Middle of the night, it's dark, everybody's asleep, and I'm just up struggling. We made it. Support system, Facebook group. You can comment anytime. It's probably another mom up. Don't do this by yourself. You don't have to. It helps with bonding. With my last son, he wasn't planned. We weren't planning against him, but and I just had a tough time with bonding at first, and breastfeeding really helped me. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're fine. I love you. You're the bomb. I'm your mom. As I'm still holding the top from when Victoria came in, but it was a blessing for us. It really helped with the bonding, that love. I read something that said that, you know, in our culture where, oh, don't pick up the baby's fine, let the baby cry it out. We did do crying out when the baby, you know, when our baby got older, maybe 6 months or older, when it was time for her to start sleeping in her crib. We co-slept with the little co-sleeper right next to the bed. Sometimes we co-slept with her in the bed, or all three of them. We would do them, you know, when they were younger. Let them sleep in the bed. It's so much easier just to pull out the source of milk, feed them, put it back in. Sometimes just leave it out and you just snack whenever you like. Can I just get some rest? But the article said that we push them out of this environment that's warm, comfortable. They're always fed. They're always held. they're always cuddle. It's a space that they know. And then when we deliver to them, it's cold here. You know, it's windy. You know, it's like, and now they just get introduced into this cold world. So it's okay to hold your baby. I remember my children would take naps on me, and you know, it would make me take a nap too, and I needed that nap. I wasn't just sleeping just because, like, I really needed it. So I feel like that was God's way of saying it's time for both of y'all to chill. You try to get up and the baby wake up, so you just take your nap and enjoy it. Pick them up, cuddle if you want to carry them. One day breastfeeding will be easy, so even if it is rough in the beginning, give it some time. It'll be easy where you just like, okay, pass me the baby. You can just keep on talking. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about positioning. It'll just be like a second nature thing. Possible weight loss. Maybe not for everybody, but for me. And I believe that's it. So I hope you got something from this. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be talking about different topics. So if you're not interested in breastfeeding, or if this video didn't help you at all, then there'll be something for you in the future. If you did enjoy it, like, share, subscribe, all those things. I love you. God loves you more. That mom, that wife, that friend, and don't forget that you are that fill in the blank. Peace.